Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We're back for another live stream. Been a busy week, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed all the pre-recorded content that came out over that course of time. I'm really glad everybody's enjoying that flight tracker video that was released yesterday. So we are back to dive into career mode, and in the new year, career mode has exploded a little bit just because of a couple mission types going AWOL for some reason. This happened last year, and it was about the VIP flights, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit because even after a year, I've been wanting Asobo to change this because all it does is create confusion. But I thought I would talk about it here in the live stream as well. Hello, King. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so after the new year, if you had any aircraft for private charter flights, you have no missions for it. And if you've been wanting to fly these VIP missions, you're probably wondering, why do I have VIP missions? And that is because these are VIP flights. The missions that are gone are charter service private charter missions. They both use the same icons, and the thing I want to see from Asobo is change the icons, split those two into different categories, because having everything under this VIP tag has never made any sense to me personally. So charter service VIP, where you can use the PC-24, the Cessna Citation CJ4, the Cessna Citation Longitude, the C90 GTX King Air, I believe, is part of it. The other King Air. Those planes will have missions continuously. Now, the ones that aren't having any missions is anything that requires the aircraft for private charter missions, which again uses that same VIP icon regardless if it's a VIP mission or not. So I'll kind of go into it really quick. And hello, Simon. Evening Cow Time. Been a very frustrating few days as my career was building nicely. Is this in regards to the missing missions, Simon? Because yeah, I'm not sure why this happens every new year. Can you spawn at LATI airport? Or I'm not doing anything specific with requests. This is all going to be focused on career today. And Diecast, what a way to start a Sunday. Fantastic. Well, happy to have you here, Diecast. And thank you for the $1.99. Very much appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's had a fantastic weekend. And looking forward to the first official week of the new year. We're finally over this little gap in the year that just... I hate that gap between New Year's and Christmas, and it just, nothing happens. But alright, anyways, so this is your private charter and VIP mission. Or company, I should say. So if we go to brand new, the planes that will have no missions currently is the DV-20, the Pipistrel Virus, the C-400 Corvallis, the 172 Skyhawk, the Diamond DA-40, the Cirrus SR-22, the Viking de Havilland DHC-4, I believe is the actual... Is it DHC? Oh, DHC-2. The DA-40, the Beechcraft Bonanza, the Vision Jet, the Beechcraft Baron G-58, the TBM 930, the Diamond DA-62, I believe, as well. Let me just double check that real quick. So if you have any of those aircraft, your world map will look like this. And this is a way to tell too, because I was kind of trying to tell people that in the forums. When you're in this menu here, you will see where missions are available. You don't have to guess and hope you're next to something. So if your map looks like this, that means that plane doesn't have any missions, because you would see it. And I'll kind of show an example here by going to a VIP mission. If you were already here, you already saw the amount of VIP missions I actually have. But if we go over to anything that is not private charter, because again, it's all mixed into one, and it just causes confusion, and it's ridiculous. So let's just pick the PC-24. We'll go to insurance, blah, 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 go to delivery. And here you'll notice we have a ton of missions to choose from. That is because these are actual VIP missions. You can tell the difference. The only way to tell the difference currently is, see at the top of the window here, like the mission window, it says Charter Service VIP. Most of the other missions, which those missions are gone, are Charter Service, Charter, or Private Charter. So those are the missions that are gone for all the planes we went through. And then if you have anything in the VIP section, you have missions correctly. So that's always a good way to tell. Don't reset your career. It's not going to fix anything. It's a server-side issue. This happened last year with the actual VIP missions. So last year, we had missions for all these planes here, for private charter ones. But for the Titan, the Citations, the PC-24, and the King Airs, there were no missions in the new year last year. So, of course, we had to have something else happen this year. So I just wanted to take some time to explain that, because again, after the new year hit, for whatever reason, private charter missions are gone, and there is nothing you can do about it currently. We have to wait for a server-side fix, which hopefully will come in as soon as tomorrow, but that is why you're missing missions there. The other thing I was noticing a lot of people talk about was medium cargo. The only thing I noticed was wrong with medium cargo was the Grand Caravan. Everything else seems to have cargo perfectly fine. My PC-24 has options all over the world, but if we go into the Caravan, you'll notice there is a severe lack of missions, which I don't think it was the case beforehand, so I think that's another New Year's server. Oh, never mind. Actually, the Grand Caravan's looking a lot better than it was a couple days ago, so I think medium cargo's okay. I don't really have much open over in Europe at the moment on PlayStation, but yeah, a lot more missions now than it was, so that's good to see. But yeah, I mean, private charter is pretty much the only thing that I've noticed, unless you guys have seen anything else specifically. And Patty, hello, can you show us your hardware settings for controller? It's all default. I did not change a single sensitivity setting or anything like that. And Bree, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm having a blast playing this. Nice, Lucky, glad you're enjoying. And Co40TV, I've had a lot of problems in career mode, lots of glitches and game restarting in the middle of missions. This is not something I've experienced personally. I've been doing 4+ hour cargo and, well, cargo not really, but VIP flights, and have not had any issues regarding restarts or crashes personally. But okay, the other thing I wanted to do today is kind of wrap up all my first missions, because I haven't done a lot of them. We have to do helicopter aerial construction. We have to do aerial firefighting. Skydive, which I wanted to do skydive anyways, because I've been getting a lot of questions about things not working out there and stuff, so we'll kind of go through that. We have my personal favorite mission type in career mode. That is agricultural aviation with the helicopters, so we'll be diving into that first mission as well. And we also have search and rescue hoist missions with the H-125. So, I think we'll go ahead and start off with a skydiving mission, just because I've seen a lot of people say they can't get the skydivers out of the aircraft, and some other things as well that I've seen throughout the weeks of release. So let us start off with skydiving, and I'll show you what's going on there. This won't take too long, by the way. N25, what's up, Cowtown? Love this game on PS5. Just started career mode the other day. It is so much fun. I'm loving it. That's awesome, 25. Glad you're having a blast, because I know I am as well. We're over level 200 now. Cruising along, making our $4 or $5 million credits on our VIP flights. It has been excellent. That is a lovely Cessna 172 livery back there. No, the PC-12 is... Hang on, let me look at my list, because I made a list on the forum talking about the things I want to switch up here. Hang on. Let me just double check that real quick. I don't believe the PC-12 is VIP. We'll check it again once we're out of this, but I'm pretty sure it's only private charter.
Please make your way to the gear-up zone for last safety reminders before boarding your aircraft. Get ready.
All right, folks, let's get this party started.
Oh, shoot, hang on. I'm through my controller. I always forget that. And Almost Aaron, good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. I wish getting money to buy larger planes wasn't so ridiculous. 200 million is wild. I mean, you can get the 737 for about 89 million as a used aircraft.
Let's give a round of applause to our 2 candidates for this jump.
And anime for gamers, man, can't wait for heavy cargo. My money is all saved for the 330 freight. Ooh, very nice. Very nice indeed. I almost have heavy cargo unlocked. You know, doing the medium cargo missions, of course. Because again, the PC-24 is my main cargo aircraft. Love that thing. Gives you a great amount of money. Fun to fly.
Everyone ready to go? Love it. So, important reminder. We're here to have fun, but your security is our priority. So
why's my door open already?
Times.
Why'd you guys open this?
Last check.
We're not even off the ground yet.
Eye shield. Altimeter. You confirm? Great.
All right, let's go. But yep, just wanted to clean up those first missions, make sure I have everything pretty much unlocked at this point. We'll save aerial construction for the last, because I want to save my favorite helicopter, the Sky Crane. I mean, that might have had some updates. I haven't really flown it since Sim Update 4 released, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely hectic. Well, the PC-12, I mean, again, this is talking about private charter, not cargo, regarding the PC-12. I'm only level 17. I wanted to learn how to fly decently before I try. Oh, no, that makes perfect sense, 24. That's what I was recommending, because just diving into career mode first is not the ideal way to go, so you did it right, 25. And Savvy, you can finally play online. Very nice. And hello, Triple. Welcome. Hope you're having a great weekend. Also bought Savage Cub for sightseeing a couple weeks ago, but had no missions. I'll double check that. Because again, when you're buying the aircraft and you're on the delivery menu, you will see what missions are available. If there's nothing on the map, then you know nothing will be available on the map. So, just something to keep in mind. Yeah, we'll use the whole runway here. That's a little. If we take off from here, it's a little little tight on the distance that we have available. Oops, I forgot that I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. That is what I get for doing this while chatting. I finally got the gold mission for search and rescue planes and was able to start my search and rescue. Oh, because you finished up the specialization? Very nice. Or the requirements for it. But nice, Zenith. Nothing wrong with free flight. Glad you're having a blast. There is no official word on heavy, super heavy. Those will just appear whenever. There's not going to really be a set date for that. One day we'll just have a server side thing and it'll be there. Oh god, I'm getting performance dings all over the place. Lovely. It's alright, doesn't matter. I don't really do skydiving missions personally. I just want the gold mission off my map.
Hey, Solo 7 ECUNT. I've uploaded relevant data onto your map. Quick update anyway. Your drop axis today is into the wind, heading 150 degrees true. Current on-site speed is 12 knots. Check your map regularly so you can adjust your flight. I'm keeping tabs on everything from my end. Time to soar now. See you in a few minutes, guys.
Just set up our heading to 150, because that's where we're going to want to be when we are taking off. The most exciting part for me is after the jumpers jump, and then we can kind of have a little fun with the descent. More so with the Grand Caravan, the 172, but... Because the reason I don't do the skydiving missions too much is the money's not worth it with the amount of time you spend. I mean, obviously it's going to be a bit different with the Grand Caravan. You'll be getting up to the drop zone a lot quicker. I'd like to see the Twin Otter be part of skydiving, because I don't think it still is. Well, actually, I don't think the Twin Otter's in anything in career mode. When is the next community stream? I do not know. It'll just be happening whenever at this point. I'm hoping this week we can dive into the Sim Update 5 beta, because my goodness, I haven't been in a beta of the Sim since December 8th, and I'm sad. It's Sim Update 5 time. I've been getting really used to the A330, ready for heavy cargo, just 5 missions. 5 more missions left to unlock it. Nice, Simon. Very nice. And you're welcome, Zenith. Excited for the Super Heavy. I wonder how profitable it'll be. I'm sure it'll be very nice. Because I think that's going to be my first perk. I mean, I'll probably get the A330 or something as well, but I can't wait to purchase my own Beluga. That's going to be awesome having that in career mode. VIP charter missions will come back whenever the server issue gets fixed, which hopefully is going to be as soon as tomorrow, because thankfully we're finally back to regular programming again tomorrow with the world. The holiday season has come to an end, and we can get back to moving things along. By the way, I realized, oh no, audio is fine. Okay, perfect. It is where I want it to be. Lovely. But yeah, pretty much all my time is spent in medium cargo with the PC-24 and then the CJ-4 for VIP flights. I mean, it's just... I'm so happy. You don't know how happy I am to see how the CJ-4 is no longer the unoptimized mess that it was for the past year. It's so nice. Did a flight last night with the CJ-4. Went from somewhere in Mexico, I forgot where I was, starting there, into Indianapolis, which paid out like 4.5, 5 million credits. Because I always love when you have really high winds, because then that bad weather bonus
Speak up now.
is pretty substantial.
Shaking like a leaf.
So if you can, I always recommend getting into the VIP side of, you know, the actual VIP missions, because those are not gone. Just the private charter ones for the 172, Vision Jet, TBM. Again, we talked about all that in the beginning. And the Bigger B, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream, happy to have you.
That's freaking awesome. Slaloming through the clouds like in a maze. I mean, that's freedom, dudes.
I don't know what you're looking at, but we haven't flown through a single cloud yet, so maybe you shouldn't jump. But no, other than the, I mean, personally those missions aren't affecting me just because I don't use any of those other ones, but I know a lot of you are still at that stage of private charter missions. So again, hopefully that'll be back on Monday. But other than the missing charter flight, or private charter missions, the experience has been
I don't have a choice yet.
pretty much perfect on my end. No random crashes happening, regardless of length of mission, which I've been very, very happy to see. I use the Longitude, love that plane. Very nice. Very nice indeed. CJ4 VIP flights out of New York City area for Telluride usually pay nice. Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I don't really, like, no matter what the length of the mission is, I always like doing them, because you're always getting a decent pay out of the time you're spending in the air. I don't remember, did they say... No, guess not. We'll just see what altitude we're going to be at once we get on the last turn back.
The adrenaline. Hope I remember to hold the cord. Don't worry, our gear comes with safety.
I'm going to start bringing our mixture back just a little bit, because we're gaining that altitude. The higher you go in a Cessna 172 or anything that, you know, typically doesn't fly at more than 7,000 feet, you're going to be adjusting that mixture, pulling it back to increase the power efficiency of the engine. Because if you keep it at full 100%, you're not going to be doing very well with a 172 at high altitudes. And Eric, hello, welcome. Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to everybody else. Very much appreciate everybody stopping on by. Hopefully your new year is going well, because I don't think I've even streamed since we've gone into 2026. Just was super busy, so. But I was still trying to get at least some pre-recorded stuff out there, which again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, hopefully you all enjoyed that content. I did my first flight to Telluride from Miami. The game made me go VOR. Okay, then told me actually I was meant to land on 27, got marked down on landing on the wrong runway. Nice. I don't know what that's in. I don't know if it's in reply to that, but it was really funny seeing that pop up right after I read that. Honestly, it sucks, but I wouldn't be too worried, especially if all the rest of the flight was fine. It won't really decrease your reputation or payout anyways. So you'll still be okay on that. And Steve, hi Cowtown. I've had a few days doing career, enjoying it, but one issue I've got when looking on the EFB, if I go into the charts section for runways, it always says no charts available even when it's blank. I mean, honestly, I've not run into any issues regarding charts at airports that do have them. I mean, if you're going to a smaller airport, you're probably not going to see any charts from it. So, like, Indianapolis, I still have up from my VIP flight I did yesterday. And all is well. Because, I mean, not every airport in the entire world will have charts. Could there be some instances where it kind of glitches out the charts for some reason? Possibly. It's not something I've run into personally, though. And Brad, I've been learning the A321 that I bought for passenger transport this week. It's way different from the 737. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just something to get used to, especially with autopilot and the MFD. But, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it nice and quick, but very nice. Pretty amazing seeing how many people have airliners right now. I'm sure sim rate was utilized in some of those situations, but again, very nice. Hopefully you're enjoying the A321 and making some fantastic money in career mode with it. And Moose, good day, good day. How are we doing on the... Oh, we're actually... Nice. Because I've had a lot of comments about the blue boxes, and I've seen stuff online, too, where it's just like, oh, why doesn't it match up with the instrument panel, flight path, and all that? I typically only use the blue boxes for just visual aid, especially if it's like a dirt or grass runway. I always like to just have that on just so I can see it. 'Cause sometimes it's a pain to find those. Other than that, I'm never using it. I always recommend get used to following your in-cockpit instrument panel flight path. Don't bank on everything always being with the blue boxes in the sky. Because I just use those for, you know, if I'm doing flight seeing in the beginning, just trying to match up with that. But other than that, it's off. So if it's off by, you know, a couple 100 feet to the left or right of it, don't be too worried about it. You're still going the right way. Oh, by the way, let's announce our 2-minute before jump.
Solo 7. 2 minutes. Green light.
So yeah, again, just don't worry about the blue boxes. If your plane is following the magenta line perfectly, that's all that matters. Just use those blue boxes as a visual guide, just to kind of turn it on really quick, see it, okay, you know, just, we're good. I have it on also if I'm not around and I just want to take a quick glance at the computer from a distance, or PC, or PS5, whatever, wherever you're playing the sim. And yeah. So always like to kind of bring that up again, because I keep seeing that online, like, oh, the blue boxes aren't matching up, and really doesn't matter. Just get used to the in-sim instrument panels, and you'll be good to go. We're gonna level on out here. Yes, you lose a lot of credits skipping anything in this, especially once you go to freelance, because obviously employee doesn't really pay out much anyways, regardless if you skip or not. But in freelance, yes, no matter what mission type you're doing, if you're skipping the main component of the mission, you lose about 90% of your credits. So really don't recommend skipping. But yep, missions aren't going to be potentially fixed until tomorrow, when everybody gets back from their break. We don't see that circle location mark in free flight. Are you talking about the markers? Like the jump axis, like, and then airport markers? Your markers are probably off? But I also don't use the markers in free flight anyways, or the blue boxes. Not 90%, more like 55%. Well, okay. Well, whatever. Anyways, you lose credits. There we go. I don't care. Because I never skip, so. Just was. Okay. Anyways. James, iCow10, I'll keep it short. Awesome content, even with tailgaters. PS5 gyro all the way, and bought the Premium Deluxe and the complimentary peanuts for you. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it, but yeah, gyroscope controls are just excellent. Absolutely love it, and I miss it anytime I'm flying on PC or Xbox. It's just like I want to use my gyroscope controls. It's just so good. But glad you're having a blast, and you grabbed the Premium Deluxe Edition. Just the best edition to get, I think, personally. It's the one I always get. And especially, it's even better now that all the planes in the Premium Deluxe are actually usable and enjoyable, finally. It's so nice being able to say that. SimRate is another tool where you're just increasing the simulation's rate of speed. So you can do 2 times, 4 times, whatever. And don't go too fast, it can cause some issues. But if you're wanting to speed up your flights and not take any pay cuts by using the skip feature, because you get your full payout using SimRate. So if you're wanting to speed through everything, you can do that by going to settings, search for SimRate, and then setting up a button there. Hey Harshal, hello, hello. Had a 27mm mission skip from TC to final descent, and with bad weather and a good landing, mission payout was 29 million. Very nice. Because I know the skip thing is, it needs to be changed. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. I don't need to say it needs to be changed, because if people want to skip everything and get boatloads of money with the airliners, I mean, that is your prerogative. Hey Monorific, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Because, I mean, if you skip taxi and parking, and that's all you skip, you're not going to really take any hit from that anyways. It's just the cruise part of the flight where it takes most of it. But anyways, moving on. We're back to skydiving. We're about to have the folks jump on out. I'm gonna climb just a little bit, because it seems like maybe 10,000 is where we want to be. We'll get that information once we get closer here. Yep, that's what I do, 25. Most of the time I just have the... If it's a longer flight, I get all the initial climb out of the way, get to a cruise altitude, and then have autopilot set to nav mode. I do the thing where once they say contact something else, instead of hitting right on the D-pad, I'll say, okay, I'll change frequency, but never change frequency, because then at that point, you're not having to do any ATC stuff. You won't miss any transmissions, and you won't take any hit for not talking to ATC. And then that way, the plane can go for hours, and I'm not around, and then I come back and land it, and get my full payout. I mean, that's all good, Monorific. Hopefully you spent time with family and everything like that, and had a blast. And I'm sure you'll get the hang of things nice and quick again. Lose points in career. With sim rate? I mean, you're not losing credits, I know that. I mean, if you're sim rating and not doing ATC transmissions, or if you're not maintaining your speed, because obviously having everything sped up, and you don't have auto throttle, there's chances you'll overspeed the aircraft, and it's a use at your own risk type of feature in the sim, so you can absolutely still get deducted points for your aviator performance with missed ATC transmissions, overspeed, stuff like that. So, just got this on PS5 and using HOTAS 4, mainly been learning on free flight thanks to your vids. Just about ready for commercial license, having a blast. That's awesome, Maxie. Glad you're having a great time in the sim. And almost ready to dive into career mode. Yep, Cal 1, you can definitely do that. So anytime they're like, oh, Cessna, blah, 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 tune to, or change to whatever, contact this tower. You just go into the communication window. Don't hit right on the D-pad, because then it'll go through all those steps. Just right on the D-pad, and then it'll say acknowledge frequency change. Don't click anything after that. And then what I do is once I'm back, and I'm closer to the airport I'm going to, then I start talking to ATC again to get all those communications going, so that way we get the descent, we get to talk to tower, and all that. So, because until they let me get a co-pilot that can actually handle ATC transmissions in career mode, I'm just going to use that little cheat there, because I'm not going to sit at a flight for 4 hours, and I'm also not going to use sim rate. So it's a nice little middle ground for sure. I just put a Boeing 737 MAX career flight from Asheville to Boston on ×2, as you started talking about it. Very nice, Alan. Very nice. Crashed a few times with sim rate too high. Yep, especially when you get to the airliners. I really recommend not going too high with sim rate, because a lot of planes go into a dolphin effect if it's going too fast, and things can go wrong, so. Why are we using PC mods in a console game? What PC mods? SimRate is not a PC mod. SimRate has been a thing in simulators, or in flight sim, for a very long time, so it's not a mod. Yeah, but canceling flight following can sometimes cause some issues regarding your procedure score. So it's always easier to do it the way I was just talking about, because in that way you can kick right back into it and get into contact with everybody. But anyways, you do you. I'm just saying the way I do it. It's all good.
Jump. Plane to prize, folks. Go.
Not cowpoke. Oh, that's funny. Never heard that before.
Solo 7 ECUNT. Divers away.
Legendary run, guys. Now time for the debrief. All right, my friend. Now let's see if you can beat your record today. See you in a minute.
Always love this part after they jump out. It's like, let's just dive a little bit, have some fun, because originally, I don't know if people are having that same question nowadays, but in the beginning, they're like, oh, if I follow the flight plan, they'd say my time back to the airport wasn't good. It's because you're not actually doing that blue box path that it shows there. You can have a little fun, get a nice dive. Of course, don't go too crazy on your dive and overstress the aircraft. But as long as you stay in the green area, we could probably go in the yellow, but I'm not going to risk it. Just idle out that aircraft and get back nice and fast. And Patrick, thank you for gifting 1 membership. Welcome to the stream, and congratulations to Maxi for winning the membership lottery. But thank you very much, Patrick. That's awesome. Glad you continue to enjoy the content, to continue gifting some memberships. Very much appreciate it. Let me catch up with chat here. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Where are you flying live? I want to... Julio, this is not free flight today. This is all about career mode today, so... Also flew through a tornado just for... Yep, it definitely crashes you for sure. Will the training in career mode teach me all I need to know? Not everything. I mean, it'll give you the basics of all that, but you'll still be learning some other stuff, which is why I have videos over autopilot now. I have stuff over ATC and all that good stuff, so... But yep, super heavy and heavy cargo should be here soon. And then, of course, third-party stuff in the marketplace is springtime. Oh, we can dive a little bit here. And James, thanks for becoming a member. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, Maxie with 5 gifted memberships now. Oh my goodness. And now Patrick's a member. Very nice. And Moose, Harshal, Jeff, and Andy all are members now as well. We'll probably do another member stream here this week at some point. By the way, loving the PlayStation VR 2 headset. Been doing a lot of Gran Turismo outside of Flight Sim, and it's made me so much more excited to do VR and Flight Sim than I was. I mean, I was already excited, but now I'm even more so. It's gonna be... I'm hoping it's going to be as awesome. I mean, it's very well made. I'm happy with it. Great screen. I love the ease of use of it, too. Because, you know, I'm used to the Oculus, or the MetaQuest, whatever it's called now. Where, especially if you want to do it on PC, you have to have the link cable, have all this other random software installed. Here, you just plug it in the PS5, you do a quick setup, and you're done. It just, you put it on, you're ready to go. And... originally, I wasn't too fond of a cable, but the fact that I don't have to do any battery management with the headset is really nice. But again, thank you, James and Maxie, for gifting some memberships as well. Oh, actually, James becoming a member and then Maxie gifting out some more. You guys are awesome. So thank you so very much for that. I might do like a Gran Turismo member stream or something in VR. Because I want to do some tests with that just to see how I can hopefully do streams with VR. I don't know how it's going to be with me interacting with chat, though. I'll just kind of have to take the headset off from time to time to get that situated. And everything. Hey, I've been loving watching your videos, man. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. I noticed there's a lot of people not liking that longitude liver. I kind of like it, but yeah, it's all good. All right. Oh shoot, that's our airport right there. Too busy talking, not even paying attention. That's alright. Level this thing out. Let's get under. Should be able to get our one and only notch of flaps in here. Now we might go for both. Came in a little hot there, a little bounce there, that's alright.
Awesome rotation. You optimize like crazy there.
And there we go, skydiving is done. And I probably won't buy the company because I never really spent too much time in skydiving. Just wanted to get this first mission out of the way. And
Lima Echo Alpha Papa traffic. Cessna Echo Charlie Oscar November Tango is taxiing to parking. Lima Echo Alpha Papa.
all right. And FMJ, can't believe they've captured. Oh my god, I just wishing everyone a great 2026 and congrats on the sub milestone. Very much appreciated, FMJ. Thanks for all the support over these I don't even know how long at this point, but very much appreciate it. Glad you continue to enjoy the content and happy to have you here for another stream. Thank you for the $9.99. My goodness. Lars, hi aviators. I got the game when it came out, and before I even got into a plane, I switched off all assist and turned on all realistic wind, etc. Don't know if it's hard or easy. I find it manageable. Well, alright, there we go. I mean, everybody has a different experience, different level of expertise. And that's the thing that makes the sim nice, is you can change all that, make it as easy or difficult as you want, and go from that. The advice has been invaluable. You should get a fat check from Microsoft. I mean, hey, it was awesome that they sent me the PlayStation version early. It was such an... I mean, it's still a crazy thing to me. I mean, I've been playing Flight Sim since Centuries of Flight. Never one day did I think I would get a copy of the sim from Microsoft. So, I mean, it was... That's enough for me. I mean, they didn't have to do that at all because I was going to buy it anyways.
End of your planning for today.
I mean, I love this sim.
Recap together when you're ready.
Love this sim and can't wait to see what they have planned for it. Photogrammetry on, because if you play with photogrammetry off, you may as well just stick to FSX, you know? I don't really care about the rating here, I just want to get that mission done. And now skydiving is purchasable, and it will say, well, eventually I'll probably just buy it just to have it out of the purchasable list. But cool. All right. And Jeff, hello from the UK. Happy to have you here. Hopefully you're having a great evening. But yeah, by the way, again, if you're just joining and you're wondering about the private charter VIP missions, if you have anything from the Citations, the King Airs, the PC-24, you will have VIP missions because these are VIP flights. If you're using the Vision Jet, the 172, the Diamonds, oh, yeah, I think the PC-12 is also private charter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that real quick. Almost forgot about it. But yeah, anything in this list here, from the Diamonds to the Corvallis, all that will not be having any missions currently because those are all private charter aircraft. And I think PC-12 is as well. It says VIP, but... oh no, PC-12 is good then. It has missions as well. So, if you have a PC-12, you'll still be good to go. You'll have missions available. And then again, if you have a Vision Jet, you will not have missions available, just for the fact that the private charter ones are broke. And I know I explained it before, but again, I always like to explain it because people are still confused about it, and understandably so. Because you think, oh, it's a VIP icon, everything's a VIP mission. That just is not the case. And Asobo, let's create a private charter company separate from the VIP one. I just think it would make more sense. Especially as the list grows on and on. It'll be more and more of a pain as you're going through it to figure out what's going on with that. So, just because it's a VIP logo for everything does not mean it's a VIP mission. What I mean by that is, if you go to a mission, at the top of the mission window it'll say... hang on, let me go to it really quick. I don't know why I'm in this menu trying to explain it. So if we go into missions right now, you'll see all of the VIP icons. And normally you have private charter missions and VIP missions under this VIP tag. Currently, the private charter side of it is missing missions. If you have a VIP aircraft from the PC-12 to the PC-24, the Citations, or the King Airs, you will have plentiful of missions, as you can see here. Same with the PC-24 and cargo, we have missions all over the place. So if we look at a mission type, you can see at the top of the mission window, Charter Service VIP. The other side of these VIP missions is Charter Service Private Charter, and those private charter missions with the Cessna 172, the Vision Jet, the Diamonds, and TBM, those are the missions that are missing. So if you have a PC-12 and above, those are all VIP missions, legitimate VIP missions. The missions that are missing are Charter Service Private Charter, and that is the one that needs its own separate icon and separate company. At least I believe that's the case, because there's just so much text that is jumbled together. Like, just for example here, we have Charter Service VIP, but then it also says Private Charter. It's just, the whole thing is a jumbled mess, and it needs to be separated. So, that's the whole thing. So if you have Vision Jets and all that stuff, that's why you have no missions. Hopefully tomorrow, in a server-side back-end fix, we'll get those missions back on here. Don't know why this keeps happening. Last year, it was these VIP missions that were missing. The private charter ones were fine, and now it's swapped to the other side today. So, that's what's going on regarding the VIP stuff. Not everything is a VIP mission, which is why having everything under this one icon, to me, I feel is very annoying, and I'd like to see that separated. But anyways, moving on to our next little... I don't know why I backed out just now, because I need to be back in that menu. Do I do long-haul flights? Not on stream, because that's boring. I think that's just dumb for content. Just spending 2-3 hours on one flight and just looking at the cockpit the whole time. Boring. I do all that type of stuff on pre-recorded videos, where we get all the fun parts in the video and everything from cruise altitude pretty much gone unless I'm talking about something. So when heavy and super heavy cargo arrive, we'll have that same setup where it'll be pre-recorded. Because again, I don't like doing those unless it's a... The only exception is, well, even so, when we do the community flights, I'm switching planes out mid-stream. But yeah, doing a stream over just one mission, I think, is the most boring thing you could possibly do content-wise. So anyways, moving on. Let's go to aerial firefighting initial attack. But yep, up to 23 million credits, because at this point I'm happy with my CJ4 and PC24 for both VIP and cargo missions. I'm just building up the money at this point, because I'm not really... I'll probably get a helicopter for my agricultural spraying, my favorite mission type in the sim right now. Always has been, and probably always will. It's such a fun one. We'll be doing that initial mission here in this stream as well. The Mission Impossible pack featuring Tom Cruise. Nice. Have our avatar climbing the Burj Khalifa. Support... Oh yeah, I don't know why they're saying that. I'm assuming somebody at Microsoft support probably has never flown Flight Sim before, and probably just using some random checklist. Because yeah, restarting your career is not going to make any difference regarding the missing missions. That is all server side. If you ever have any questions regarding Flight Sim, just come to me and answer, or ask. I wouldn't go to Microsoft Flight Sim support, because I'm sure most of the people that are running that stuff probably haven't even touched the sim, so... That is terrible advice. Oh my.
Your task is to work on site until the fire is 100% controlled. Get going. No time to waste.
Very nice, FMJ. Very nice. And Big Mac, welcome to the stream. I'm a sim racer, but that's definitely taken a back seat since the sim came to PS5. It's so good. That's awesome, Maxi. I mean, it's just... There's nothing else out there like it. I love
Vigo
it.
ground. Echo Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima with Charlie. Request taxi for takeoff. Departure to the south.
Echo Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima. Taxi to and hold short of runway 01 using taxiway Charlie Tree. Contact
Oh, Marco, yes. I mean, if you have the money to get into the VIP stuff with the PC-12, the Citations, the King Airs, the PC-24, definitely go upgrade to that. Because, I mean, you know, the Vision Jet's nice and all that stuff, but you're only getting, what, 1 million credits per mission? With the Citations and all that, you're getting 4 to 9 million credits per mission. It's awesome. I haven't done firefighting in a bit. I'm going to be out of practice on that. PC-24 and Albatross. Nice. Oh, I'm really... I mean, I'm sure we'll get to this point down the road anyways, where we can have water-based missions, you know, takeoffs and landings there. And I'm hoping the Albatross can be part of that. Doing search and rescue with it, cargo missions. I would love to get that Albatross into career mode, and hopefully we're not too far away from that. Still can't play multiplayer either. Overall, it's worked pretty well on PS5. Yeah, I'm not sure why people are having multiplayer issues, unless you just don't have PlayStation Plus. But if you do, I don't... multiplayer's on and all that, I don't know why it wouldn't be happening. And Bill, hello, new pilot here, just starting out. Very nice, happy to have you here, Bill. And hopefully you're having a fantastic time in the sim so far.
Tower. Echo Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima at runway 01 ready for departure.
Nope, I don't change anything default regarding regular just buttons.
QNH101 tree south departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 01.
I mean, I guess I would still trigger the water with my zoom button, so
Cleared for
I
takeoff.
don't really have to worry about it here anyways.
Foxtrot Victor Lima.
Have they fixed the citation graphics to stop the stuttering? I don't know what we're talking about. Like the longitude? Because the longitude hasn't changed, but the CJ4 is excellent. Could it be caused by not having real-time weather on? Regarding the missing missions, no. Because we have real time on as well, because that's what all the red dots are on those icons. That means you're going to be flying with real weather and time. But no, it's something wonky happened after the new year for some reason, and it's just going to be a server-side thing that needs to be resolved. Bring this back, get everything in the green so we don't over torque. For how twitchy this thing is, like it just wants to lift off.
Coordinates of the fire front 41 north, 8 west. CFEL, you're on your own with ATGS. I'll be a challenge, but it will make it easier for the rest of the team to focus on the other hotspots. You'll carry a payload at takeoff, but you can scoop more at the water source. Check your map. Over and out. We don't have much time. The flames will destroy everything if you
Oh
don't make
man,
every
20
drop.
nautical miles? That's actually pretty far for a training or
CFEL,
an
you're on
initial
lifeline.
mission.
Do what you have to.
Alright.
Over.
Let's head on our way over there. Appreciate it, Patrick. Captain 3,000 hours, Cowtown. I don't even... Like, if I put everything from all the way back to Centuries of Flight, it must be in the tens of thousands of hours at this point or more. I always hate these missions because if you just... The only way you mess this up is if you miss the fire and then you have to fill up, but other than that you never have to fill up in these initial attacks. I really want to see the firefighting missions be more randomized. Like if you're taking too long it'll start spreading from a different way, or wind can be a factor and you're just having to fight it some more. You know, it's just stuff like that I mean, we've talked about this a lot over the past year anyways, but just in general, a randomized variety of things and a lot of the mission types would be great to see. Which is why I stick to things like agricultural spraying and, you know, things that are more, they feel different every time you go into it. Because, you know, every field is going to be different, there's going to be different obstacles to avoid and keep an eye out on, and that's why it's my favorite mission type for sure. Oh, I was waiting for my guy to talk, but he's not even... Okay. Alright. But yeah, back to the long-haul flights. I mean, this is why I do things like this. You know, the shorter hop-type mission types. And then in free flight, we're always switching out of planes flying low. I mean, it's just absolutely boring for content, especially in a live stream. If you're just doing a full 2-3 hour flight, and then it's like, okay, well, we're at cruise altitude now, and there we go. I mean, what else do you talk about? That's why I always save that for pre-recording, because then I can just cut all of that nonsense out. It keeps the video time down, and we just have the most entertaining parts of a flight. So, I can't wait to do that with the certification for heavy cargo or heavy transport, and then super and heavy cargo. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be so nice. Because I've had a lot of questions about, oh, why don't you do career mode somewhere? I mean, we could always do some, you know, because I would like to do search and rescue and things. But since we always have so many folks flying with us in free flight, that's why I like to do that a lot more. Because those are always a blast doing the community flights here on PlayStation. But for cargo and passenger transport and all that, there's no way I'd ever do that as a live stream. Because honestly, I don't even sit there myself when the plane's doing that. I leave. I'm not sitting there the whole time because that's just boring to me too. It's just like, oh, okay. We're cruising at 40,000 feet. I'm leaving. I'll be back in a few hours. So needless to say, you won't see any of those boring long flights on a stream here. Because even if we do a long flight in a community one, we're switching from helicopters to planes, which that'll be even more fun, especially when the marketplace gets the third-party content in the springtime, where we'll have other things to dive into, kind of mess with. You can always do some community drives when everybody gets like the Juice Goose and the Project Cart from Got Friends. That'll be fun. We can all go karting around the world. Because that is way more fun for both me and viewership. Entertainment. Alright, we're almost to the fire. I'm not sure why we're not seeing the smoke yet. We should really be seeing that at this point. Appreciate it, Russell. Can you drop peanuts to suppress the fire? Well, I don't know why you had to spoil the surprise now, Russell, but yes. Oh no, James. Sorry, James. You just had to spoil the surprise. I made a custom animation of peanuts that go flying out of the aircraft. That'd be something right there. And Alan, oh absolutely, because the C160 is on PC and Xbox, so you can best guarantee that will be going to PlayStation, and you can also guarantee that'll be in my hangar immediately when that happens. Hopefully that's day one. I love the C-160. That'll also be supporting heavy cargo missions as well, which is going to be awesome. So, most definitely on that. Will the Beluga be restricted to only Airbus parts delivery? Probably, but they have also teased that there's going to be some special space equipment missions that you'll be moving. I'm not sure what that entails just yet. They were kind of just teasing that. But looking forward to it for sure. Grand Canyon was awesome and Milford Sound, all were great. I'm glad you enjoyed those flights, James. Next one we'll probably do somewhere in Asia or something. Haven't flown there too much. The red bar that locks the stick, is that like assist or parking only? In here or just specifically? Because, I mean, a lot of the times it can be gust lock. So that way when the plane's parked, the wind can't destroy the rudder and all that type of stuff. So all that. So like the Saab 340, if you don't turn off the gust lock, you will have no control over the aircraft on the ground. Or really anywhere, because you're not going anywhere without that being disabled. Because everything else, I think, is just cushions in here. I went to start my helicopter training. The first exam has a glitch, land on runway, and then follow the arrows to nowhere. The first exam? I mean, I can always check it out and see if I can replicate it.
We're here to support you in your attack.
Yeah, we'll be getting that. The creator should be giving you a free copy of it. You have no doubt sold many copies for that, and it looks like a very good machine. We'll definitely be getting it too. Oh, it's all... I mean, honestly, I don't really like getting stuff for free. Just like the thing we did yesterday with the flight tracker. I could have just downloaded it, but I wanted to see it on Xbox. So that's why I wanted to grab it myself and test it. I'm hoping they can upgrade it and make it a great tool, because having a flight tracker on console would be excellent. But that UI on that thing was just... blah. But anyways, I like supporting the creators, so anytime I'm really wanting to get something, I love just purchasing it myself. I'm really not worried about getting things for free from developers.
As soon as I get a clearer view, I'll radio you how's that drop. Legendary drop team. You smashed those last flames. Fire's out. No hot spots, and area secured. Thanks to your action, good. End of the mission, ECFEL. Good work. Fly home safe.
But see, that's why I don't like the firefighting missions. It's that. You spend all the time flying there, you get one good drop in there, and then it's done. That's how it is every single time. Just, it needs some variety going on in the firefighting stuff for sure. I'd be spending so much time in here in situations where it's like a fire cow or whatever your company name is. The wind is picked up, the fire is kind of spreading faster than we thought. You know, having those types of situations where it requires you to land again and refuel, and just making it to where in those situations, if that happens, the payout increases. Like, the more you're doing in there, the more you're trying to fight the fire. Like, just having that variety going on in career mode is definitely a must, and I'm hoping that will happen as we get through 2026. Top 2 medium cargo planes. The only one I ever use is the PC-24. Now, if you don't have the deluxe, no, is that premium deluxe? Either way, if you're just on standard, the PC-12 should be medium cargo too, right? I believe it is. That's always a great choice for standard players. But if you have the PC-24, that is the way to go. Love that aircraft. Oh, this? Yeah, it's probably brakes then. Or something similar to a gust lock. Of course, the extended attack, you do have drops, but then you're using the CL415, which is very, very finicky with the engines. Like, you have to baby that thing just to make sure you don't run into an engine malfunction with it. I mean, I would definitely love to see that, but of course, the Airshow Assistant add-on in the marketplace does bring aerial refueling, but I would love to see it in career mode officially. That would be a great addition for sure. The only time I've been in a real helicopter was the early 2000s from Mount Hotham in Victoria, Australia over Falls Creek and back. It was so windy on the landing, the pilot was apologizing. Nice. I've never been in a helicopter. I mean, I've been in one on the ground as a display, but never in one that was flying. I'll show you what to do to avoid the small runways. I always like showing this because it helps out a lot of people, because if you just go for any airport, especially with the PC-24, you will run into a lot of tiny airports that the aircraft would never be taking off or landing from. And for whatever reason, Asobo said that's by design. I still will never understand that. But I have a way of avoiding those runways no matter where you are in the world, so I'll showcase that to you when we get back to the airport. They're talking over each other. Unbelievable. 2026 should be bringing in some overhauls to the ATC as well. Because I always forget who they're working with. I think it's Beyond ATC, maybe? Either way, one of the third-party ATC folks Asobo is working with now, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of ATC improvements come with that. And maybe we'll start seeing a little bit of the changes with Sim Update 5 or Sim Update 6. Ooh, Sash, yes. Would, like, you know, having to do the correct thing at an air show, that would be awesome. Wasn't that a thing in, like, FSX or something? I feel like I did something like that in an older flight sim with an air show type thing. But would love to see that here, you know, do a full loop here, and then barrel roll across this section here, and then it's all based off your accuracy going over the run, you know, all that type of stuff. I mean, there's so much, that's the thing I love about the career mode, is there's so much possibilities. And I know that Jorg has been talking about all the things that the designers are wanting to bring into it. Obviously, there wasn't much focus on that last year, just because of performance and optimization. But this year is going to be a lot different, I think. I think this year career mode is going to see a lot of improvements, additions, and just quality of life things. And can't wait to see what they have planned. My PC-24 issue is the random throttle up. Not sure why it does that on landing. Never had the throttle go, I mean, unless you're opening up the cursor mode, that's the only thing I could see that happening. Other than that, I've not had any issues with throttling on the PC-24. always love the extra bits on the tail for water aircraft. Always looks really cool. The little fins or ailerons, whatever you want to call them. Winglets. I don't think they're winglets there, but... go ahead and have our landing light on. I know it's daytime, but I always like to just... It's all about repetition. So if you need it or not, it's always good to just remember that. That way you're ready to go for those night flights, especially in career mode where... That's important, because you'll get dinged for that, of course. Guess it knows I'm a Cessna fan and it just hates me. Because I can go into it really quick and just kind of showcase how I landed. I also just want to clarify again, though, regarding hardware settings and all that. Everything is set to the stock settings that the sim comes with. I don't change anything with sensitivity or any of that. That's why I don't really show it, because there's nothing for me to show, because I've never tweaked any of those settings for gyroscope controls, joystick controls, or anything. I don't know why I just brought it up now, but...
Clear to land runway 01. Foxtrot Victor Lima.
Where's this airport even at? Where am I? Oh, we're not there yet. We'll have to go past it and then land on 19, because if we land this direction, we will get dinged for that, so... Moose did a whole thing with ILS on a stream last week. Did it in the Citation, some airliners, the 172, and all that. Oh, yep, there's the airport right there. Perfect. We have visual just right there on the right. And we're going to go ahead and float down the runway for quite a bit, since I think that's the only taxiway right there, where the terminal is. That way we don't have to taxi all the way down the runway. Maxi, I have that set to a custom keybind. So I hold triangle and then left and right on the D-pad to zoom in and out. Same with internal camera. So if we go to settings, head on over to controls, go to search, and then just type on in zoom. Unzoom cockpit view triangle left, zoom cockpit view triangle right. Unzoom external view triangle left, and zoom external view triangle right. And that is how I have that set up. And yes, in Gran Turismo 7, I also use gyroscope. It's so cool. Like, just having it, you know, making it seem like I'm holding a wheel or whatever. It's just... I am such a huge fan of gyroscope now that I want it in everything. Well, obviously everything that makes sense to use it. Not every game needs it, but... Oh, it's so good. You are welcome, Maxie. This is where I come before I go on holiday, just in case someone asks, can anyone fly a plane? It's like I have thousands of hours in flight sim. I can get the plane somewhat on the ground. We'll see how it goes. I'll never get over just how awesome this sim is. It's just so... It's so easy to spend thousands of hours in it. And then for the PlayStation players... It'll be even easier to spend more time in there when that marketplace gets the third-party content going. I mean, my goodness. I'm gonna be in here so much when VR's out. I really hope that's gonna be an awesome experience too, which I feel like it will be. What they did with the base version of this sim gives me high hopes for what the PlayStation version is going to be like. So again, we're going to go far on this landing. I'm not going to land right away, just so we don't have to taxi too much. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do a normal landing here. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Leave me alone. That was a great landing. Undesignated landing area. Fine, I'll land in the grass next to the runway next time. Oops. Sorry. I forgot I had gyroscope on still.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, turn next taxiway.
And we're back.
Lima. Contact ground on 121.705.
Goodness gracious, never gets old. Oh shoot, why are my brakes not working? There we go. It's not wanting to acknowledge handoff.
Victor Lima, please acknowledge.
I know, I'm trying to, thank you.
Going to 121.705.
Goodness. Give me a couple seconds here, tower.
Vigo ground. Echo Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima. Request taxi to parking.
Echo Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima. Taxi to General Aviation. Parking using taxiway Charlie 1.
Along with the real-time weather, does Microsoft Flight Sim 24 include real-time forest fires? No.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Charlie 1. Foxtrot Victor Lima.
There's add-ons where you can create your own fires in areas if you really want to do it that way. Global Aero Fire something. I always forget the name of it. It lets you spawn in free flight, spawn a fire wherever, and fight it with a global super tanker. Pretty much anything that has firefighting capabilities can be utilized with that. I know people give the music crap a lot in this sim too, but I like it. It's my kind of music, so I guess that's why I'm not too picky about it. But
You did great
I
over
like
there.
it. So, whatever. Alright, so we're going to take a little pause from career mode really quick just to kind of do something with the PC-24. Just to kind of showcase landing that. And then we'll continue on the last couple things. We still need to do aerial construction. And my personal favorite mission in career mode, that's agricultural spraying. But now firefighting is unlocked for us. Well, yeah, live weather simulates the hurricanes. I still would like to see like a specific mission set for that. Be actual hurricane hunters where you know, collect data of the storm and all that. That would be cool. Alright, let me take a little pause here. And, oh, before we do anything else, this is what I recommend. I recommend this with anything anyways, no matter what you're flying. But if you're flying the PC-24 and you want to avoid those short runways and all that, this is how you do it. So, if we go to our world map here, go into Freelancer, get all our lovely missions to pop up, filter out to the PC-24. I recommend doing this with anything, especially flying at night. So, let's say we want to do this mission here. You see how on the screen, I don't know, can I, let me see if I can do this without breaking everything. If I zoom the screen in, you see how the airport icon is brown? This means it's going to be a short runway. It won't be lit up at night. And, I mean, it might be a bit of a longer runway at times, but a majority of the time, the brown airport symbol, which, again, hopefully you see that right there at the top there. That's our destination. If you see that, just avoid the mission, because you're probably going to run into an airport that is way too small. I mean, if you're flying something small, you're going to be fine, but either way, just avoid those. Now let me find something else here. Hopefully I can find it in the same area. Of course not. Wow, there's a lot of brown icons here. And I know the screen's broke, just so I don't get comments like, I can't see anything. There we go, alright. See how the airport icon is now green? That means we're going to be going to an airport that is A, big, 2, lit up, so if we're doing the mission at night, we don't have to worry about going to an airport that's completely dark. We've run into that a lot of times, and this is how you avoid it. So just find missions where your destination is a green airport icon. You will have pretty much a 100% success rate of getting an airport that isn't 20 feet long, and it'll also be lit up. So that is what I look for personally when I'm doing any mission now, no matter what I'm flying. Because then I know I'm going to have a great airport. It's going to be not a waste of 3 hours to fly to an airport that's dark. So that is what I look for when I'm doing missions with anything now. I'm looking for that green icon, and then we're pretty much good to go. So that is my recommendation if you're running into those small airports, especially with the PC-24. Just kind of only go for airports with the green airport icon, and you'll be golden. So there we go. And it'll make for a much less frustrating time. Because trust me, I ran into those situations a lot in the past. And it's just, I got sick of dealing with it. I was like, I'm going to just focus on these green airports. And from there, because you can see, they're always going to be the major airports with long runways, lit up, and it's perfect. So, there we go. Anyways, to the PC-24, do a quick little pattern flight here. And then we'll pop back into career mode, finish up those last couple things. Just gonna spawn on the runway here. The red dot means it will be a live time and live weather mission. If there's no red dot, it'll be just a predetermined time, which typically is always daytime missions. But yeah, if you want to do live flight and live weather, those red dot missions are the ones you want to go for. And Patrick with another gifted membership. Congratulations to the British dude on receiving the gifted membership. Very, very awesome. Thank you again, Patrick. That is very kind of you. And CJ's evening, Mr. Cow. Greetings from the cockpit of my brand new PC-24. Next target is the Longitude. Very nice. I like the CJ4 more than the Longitude personally, but if you're wanting the Longitude, I hope you enjoy it when you get there. Sorry, I'm in career mode mission here. We don't have to climb that much. Hang on. This is not career. We're just trying to do a little landing here. Let's circle around. Keep the speed a bit reasonable here. The way you fix the... I mean, not fix it. It's just, because you're talking about here, you get the red... You don't really... There's nothing going wrong with the plane. You're going to be fine, even with it's flashing the whole time. But, it just has to do with the... I think you just do that, actually, and then it will probably go away. I'll take a look at it here after we get this landing in. Well, actually, here, hang on. Yeah, honestly, I think if you just hit the this button here, you should be good. You won't get that warning anymore, because then it's setting the plane to a 10,000 foot pressure, and then you should be good. So just hit that one, and you should be golden and getting rid of that warning. I'll have to do some more tests with it, but that's just my quick little example of that. There's no terrain ahead. Leave us alone, thank you. I'm off, fellow simmers. Need my dose of flight as well. Take care. See you later, Moose. Thanks for stopping on by. What an awesome community, gifting others a membership. Absolutely, Sush. It's awesome. Oh, Maxie, I didn't even realize you gave another one. To Atomic Bean, or no. What in the Alta? I was going to say Bean. But congratulations. Thank you so much, Maxie. Very much appreciate it. Oh, there's an Aviator Edition player right there flying an ATR. Nice. Can't wait for that to get an update this year. Nothing worse than landing on a small runway in the dark with no... Yeah, I've run into that situation a couple times, and no longer after paying attention to what airport the mission's going to, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. Because I don't think this... Does it have a safety feature with the auto throttle? Let me look really quick. And before people ask, yes, I'm purposely stalling the aircraft really quick. I want to see something. Because we should just be hearing stall, stall. I'm never going this slow anyways for a landing. I'm always around the 140, 150 mark.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
I mean, unless you're going... I mean, I don't think this has an auto. So, anyways, just wanted to test it out really quick. Let's look at these flaps going all the way down already. We'll get the gears down as well. But yeah, I'm always sitting around that 140 mark on landings, for sure. And then I deploy the spoilers on the ground using R1 and triangle, which is a default button map. Well, the bleed is always set to both default anyways. There is no other default setting for it. Because it's never set to left or right. There is no red flashing. Because it flashes because you're not setting the pressure to anything. Because if you just leave that button alone, the aircraft doesn't know what pressure you're wanting to keep the cabin at until you push that button to set it, because like when we hit the button it set it to 10,000 feet, so no matter what altitude we're at above that, it keeps it like we're at 10,000 feet in the aircraft.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
But here, I'll go super slow on this landing just to showcase its stalling capabilities here. But yeah, there's definitely no auto safety feature that kicks it out. So that's definitely not why it was increasing its throttle. And I know we're super low here, but I'm not really too worried about it. I always feel like the PAPU lights are a little off their they're not right here anyways. Because this is typically the altitude that planes are at in real life when they're landing. It looks so, I always love watching them go right over it. So I always ignore the pappy lights here. I typically don't have full flaps on my landings either, but we'll keep it all there. Because then you float a lot. Spoilers out. And there we go. Landing with a PC-24. Because, yeah, for me personally, I've never run into any issues where the throttle kicks off after or just before landing. Any hoozles. CJ4 also has spoilers, yes. Oh, it's time. I love it. Agricultural aviation in the H-125. Savvy, again, that was just to mess with the PC-24. We're not actually in free flight for this stream today. Today's focus is, of course, the lovely career mode. But thank you, everybody. But yeah, in those situations, I'm typically one notch of flaps, because there's a bit of wind going on, so you don't want to have more resistance going, so... But either way, just wanted to kind of showcase that it's not the plane doing it on its own regarding stall speed and trying to avoid that. So... But thank you, everybody. Glad you enjoyed the landing. I did as well. Ooh, I don't know why those socks are floating over there. That's okay. I don't know. The H-125 does look good in just a plain color. I like it. I mean, the helicopter always looks cool with the spray kit on it anyways. Love it. Yes, aerial construction will be the final part of the stream here.
Call sign Sparrow 2. Let's go over last-minute details before you start. Today we need to
Yeah, we can do an inside landing on the refill truck.
Just make sure you hit the designated area, not the surrounding region. Don't know if you worked in this area before, but Trevison's crops.
And Dean, what's up, Cowtown? Think it's awesome you're doing all these streams to help us out. Really appreciate it. You are welcome, Dean, and I'm glad they're useful and helpful as well. Welcome to the stream. And Fod, 3200, hello. Welcome.
Lima, India, Charlie uniform traffic. India Whiskey Alpha Papa uniform. Taking off runway 5. South departure. Lima, India.
And Tapu90, hello. And Big Chungus, hey, Cowtown, probably going to miss this stream today, but I hope you're having a good day. Oh, it's all good, Big Chungus. Hopefully you can make the next one live. Hopefully you're having a great day as well. Always like to make sure I'm waiting for this screen here to be fully booted up here, because if you don't, you can run into over-torquing because you're not really seeing what the RPM is. And now we're good. I'm not gonna head that way. Let's just head towards the field already.
Remember, our clients are counting on us to improve their crops. Big zone, so this should be a good day. Weather isn't perfect, but we'll work with what we've got. If the wind stays around 4 knots, we're good. We're lucky there's little wind. The spray drift
Do you think they will push
impacted
updates and
other
enhancements for Microsoft Flight Sim
fields.
2024 on
As much as
PS5?
possible from the ground.
Wayne, no, this will never be updated ever again in the years ahead. Of course. There's sim updates, city updates, world updates, career updates, all that type of stuff in the works, marketplace updates. In the spring with Sim Update 5, we'll be getting third-party content into the marketplace as well. There is a lot to look forward to, for sure. I've been looking into ways of becoming an airline pilot. Very nice. I don't know if that's in real life or in the sim, but either way, good luck on your journey. Thanks for the over torquing. Absolutely, yeah, because if you just go up ahead, you won't be able to see where you are on that. Because this is the graph you're looking at, right? Oh, goodness gracious! Hang on, the ground was getting close over there. But yeah, so that's what you're looking for on that. And yes, VR update as well. That is true. But yep, city and world updates are always, all the updates are always free. So sim updates, world updates, which world updates improve the imagery of a place, a country, a city, with new satellite imagery, photogrammic imagery, updated terrain data, all that type of stuff. Those are always free updates, so you're never having to pay extra for, because that's what's cool about the sim, is the world is always going to look better and better without you ever spending any extra money. So we should be getting another city update this month, maybe it's February, but either way, we're getting close to another city update here. I'm not talking to you. Oh my goodness gracious. Have you had access to the PC build of Aces of Thunder? I've been impressed that the mirrors seem to work. I don't have anything with Aces of Thunder, nope. Yeah, but Aces of Thunder isn't the full world that it's bringing in. It's only small areas that are being shown, so I would hope they'd be able to make mirrors do what they need to do. This sim is doing way more than what Aces of Thunder is going to be doing.
Sparrow 2, Iwapo. Green light requested. Iwapo, Sparrow 2, clear.
This will be fun in VR too. Same with Search and Rescue. Really looking forward to that. A little bit forward. And done. Kind of loving how much more stable it's becoming and how well it can look on lower end machines. Absolutely. Alright. Got a big field to deal with here.
Alright, the field's right below. It won't take much time. Before spraying, do a recon pass to make sure there are no obstacles.
I don't think there should be on the first mission. I mean, just obviously the building there, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Field is a little bit weird on the edges there, but that's okay. We'll just kind of go down the main stretch here. Gain that speed up a little bit. There we go. Got a tree at the end of the field. Oh, we got another... Ooh, bail out of that. That tree popped in late. Yikes. Okay, let's do a pass down the main there, because there's a lot of trees that I don't want to deal with. I don't know how you do it with a controller. The only way I can fly rotorcraft is by breaking out the HOTAS one. I mean, even on PC and Xbox, I was only ever flying helicopters with a controller. I never enjoyed it with the HOTAS. But I'm glad you're having a better time with it on the HOTAS. Because, yeah, just for me personally, I'm all about the controller. But see, that's why I love these missions, is you have different fields, so you're always having different obstacles to kind of work with. So the mission never feels the same like firefighting, where it's just like, okay, there's a fire and then a drop and then that's that. I know we came in too hot there, but that's okay. But I don't know where we are specifically. I wasn't paying attention. Are we in Italy? Yeah, just south of those mountain range there is where we're at. I'm happy I'm not doing this. Oh, it's so good. Shout out to the people who do this in real life with fixed wing and helicopters and all that. Just impressive. Slop between the trees here. Just want to make sure there was no trees in front of us here. Nope, I never use mouse and keyboard. Anytime you're seeing me, you know, do stuff with the EFB or anything like that, it's just using the left stick on the controller. I recommend having the 3 assists on. The assisted cyclic, tail rotor. Good thing there's no power lines. Assisted tail rotor, collective, and... what's the third? I always forget the third one. I've said it so many times, but I always forget it. Oops, not auto rudder, thank you. Assisted cyclic, tail rotor, and collective. Really recommend having that on. Because if you don't have a full-on helicopter setup, it's not as enjoyable to fly without those assists on. So try it with those, and you'll probably have a much better experience out of it. Too busy trying to get those shots here. Where are those trees at? Oh, we're clear. Got a little too fast there at the end. Asoba must have changed how much she talks to you, because she does not talk as much anymore, which I'm okay with, because the amount of times like, oh, you need to get to the speed here, you know, all that type of stuff. It's just much better now. There was way too much radio communication going on before on these missions. And then of course I'm using the EFB down there. You can see where we've sprayed. And that's how I'm lining up my next pass.
You're keeping a good pace. Almost a quarter of the area is finished.
Pull back, bleed off some of that airspeed. There we go. That was a great pass. It's always really nice when you get a good turnaround. Got a tree in front.
Well done.
Imagine doing this in VR. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. I love it. So excited for that. Turn it off. Alright, I just wanted to do another loop there because I don't want to go from the other side because that tree's pretty tall at the edge of the field. Hang on. Too far to the right. Alright, see you later, Brad. Thanks for stopping on by. Hopefully the errands aren't too crazy, but glad you enjoyed the stream. What's your favorite kind of mission in Korea? Oh, this, for sure. Agricultural spraying in a helicopter. Never gets old. Always feels different. Always have different obstacles to deal with. Love it. No, we're not going to crash into anything. It is all under control, folks. So we got to remember, we got that tree that's right at the end of the field in front of us here. Back to the music, it's always cool how it picks up once you're in the mission activity part. I don't know, it's just, I love it. Oh, we might actually be able to squeeze through. Very nice. That was not planned, but I'm happy it worked out that way. Over the tree, and then we'll dip down, get close to the crops, or the field, I should say. Not really crops going on. This is my first time doing the mission, though, with gyroscope controls, and as usual, I couldn't be happier with it. Sweet.
You're halfway done. That's efficiency.
I got a question. Will the game bring AI traffic into career mode? That is already a thing. You just need to make sure you go to settings, online, and then air traffic in career, because this is set to off by default. I don't know why, but that is how you enable it, and then you'll be able to see AI air traffic while you're flying around in career mode, so it doesn't feel as empty and you're the only one flying around. So yep, just settings, online, and then air traffic in career, and you will have that going on. No, it does not automatically spray. You are toggling it with triangle, and then you are also turning it off when you reach the end of the field. You know what? Here, actually, hold on. I know we're going way too fast there, but I don't really care about that section there.
Keep in mind you have to fly at 50 knots over the crops for a good spray.
Oh, gee, I didn't know. Thank you for letting me know. Leave me alone, please.
Almost done, right? Don't forget to let me know when you're ready to fly back.
I almost hit the button. I would have been really mad. Because if you do that, it ends the mission already. We're not done yet. Ooh. Kind of crossed over there. That's okay.
Right on the money. Well done.
All right. Line up right around here. A little bit to the right of that tree. We'll just keep that house in front of us as our guide. That way we kind of keep straight across the field. Alright. See how much we can get from... Oh, I probably won't be able to split down the middle, but... We'll just go right for this door and window in front of us. And then one more pass, and we're pretty much done with this field here. A couple gaps there, but shouldn't affect our score too much.
Wrong timing again. I know it's hard, but you're here because you're one of the best ace, so pick yourself together, okay?
I'm about to disconnect the radio. How about that? Does that sound like a plan? Because that sounds like a plan. I think that should be good. Yep.
Field completed. Great job. You and your chopper make a great team.
Nice. Hey Vado, hello, or JT, hello. Welcome, welcome. Cows.
Lima, India, Charlie uniform traffic. India Whiskey Alpha Papa uniform. For miles south, 1700, inbound to land. Runway 2 tree. Lima, India, Charlie uniform.
You should use the new T100. I don't know what that means. What is a T100? Oh, we're here already? Oh, I was actually having some good fun here. Nice. Okay. Don't care.
Nice job. Gaston enjoyed working with you, so good for the client and good for your reputation. Let's review your performance. It's the only
Appreciate it,
way to get
Maxie.
better.
If you're getting grief from her, wait till I try this. It's so good. Love those missions. What a view back there, too. What a backdrop. But yeah, Patrick, I mean, I'm sure the folks that do this in real life absolutely love it. Beautiful. What a great first agricultural aviation mission on the PlayStation. It's always good money, too. That's why I always like doing it. My favorite mission, plus pretty decent money. Obviously, you'd have more if it was, you know, freelance. You're making a good $500,000+ per mission, maybe even a little bit more. Mr. Cow, how do you earn a lot of money? Well, you earn a lot of money by going into Oh, what was that? I saw a little warning pop up there. I do it by going through VIP missions and medium cargo missions with my PC-24, because I have 2 planes. I might have a third one, and I don't. What do I have a third one for, anyways? Oh, search and rescue. I have a H-225 for it. But all my rotorcraft stuff is done, and then just a few things left on the airplane side of things. I don't care about aerial advertising. Search and rescue I still need to work on. Almost there. And then I'll get this back again because the AG truck, the Cessna 188, is awesome. The 802, not so much. Aerial firefighting, don't really care about. And then, of course, heavy cargo, I need to get that ready to go for when that'll launch. So, but other than that, we're cruising right along here. But alright. So, the last one. Save the best for last. Aerial construction with the sky crane. I'm sure this will go very poorly. Commercials are set to low. Nothing else I can do about it. I'm hoping some things have changed here, though, but that would be nice. But I doubt it. Because this thing is just... Especially once you get the pylon, things go a little bit haywire. And I can guarantee you we're not going to be doing this in first-person view when we do get to the construction part. Oh, and we got fog. Great. Love that. I now have the PC-12 for medium cargo. How come it won't let me sell the Caravan? Well, yeah, you have to do a checkup. You can't just sell it without doing a checkup. Because, I mean, I want to like the Sky Crane, but the flight model is just such a pain on this thing. I do know how to taxi this thing, though, properly. I was kind of messing with it a bit ago. It's been a little bit, but I'll show it here. Yeah, Patrick, this will eventually be able to be used in firefighting as well, which I'm really looking forward to. Having a little basket bucket thing under the bottom, and then
Preparing for takeoff.
that'll be awesome.
Be ready. Copy that. We're getting in position.
They still need to fix the cables. They're always not connected to anything.
Today's mission involves Quincy's power line. The base of the tower to rebuild is already in place at the site marked on your map. You'll need to take care of the upper part. Hook the upper section, transport it to the site, and ensure it aligns perfectly with the guide system that tops the tower body. You'll need to coordinate closely with the on-site ground team. It's risky for them, so be precise, stable, and focused. Top priority is to avoid any damage to the equipment or to any of our colleagues. No other questions? Let's get going. We have a lot of work to do.
Whiskey Alpha 7-4 traffic, November 81905. 4 is taxiing to runway 12. Whiskey Alpha 7-4.
Oh, no, I don't want to take off. There we go. No. I'm just gonna take off a little bit here. I don't know why it doesn't want to do what I did before. Oh, there we go. Sort of. No. Oh, do I have gyroscope on still? No. Oh boy. Now let's take off. Let's get up. Let's get off the ground here.
4 traffic, November 81954. Taking off runway 12. West departure, Whiskey Alpha 7-4.
Ooh, all right. I'm already looking forward to the construction phase here. Oh boy. Oh, it's only okay. We're not having to fly too far here. At least not the pickup part. I noticed this helicopter is one of the last remaining things in the sim that have the LOD issues with if you're outside for a little bit. Kind of reloads the cockpit. Now it's not doing it as extreme as it was before, but oh, okay, it's over there. Trying to find the pylon. I don't see anything yet. Oh. Oh, I wouldn't even have seen it. It blends in so much with the ground. Oh, I wish the cables weren't swaying back and forth like they are.
Don't move. Maintain steady hover.
Get this on the ground here. Oh, yep, here we go. It's just, this thing
Can't
is...
secure the payload if you're
I don't
not
think I can
steady.
gyroscope this.
Perfect, you're right on target. Don't move. Perfect, you're right on target. Don't move.
Oh, it's just, you do like one subtle move and it's just... hate this thing with a passion. That's why I saved this for last, folks, because I knew it was going to be a disaster, and we haven't even... Like, I just... quit.
Can't secure the payload if you're not steady.
I don't know why, it just freaks out. I'm not even hitting any buttons, and now I'm going into space. One of these days, this thing is going to have a flight model and update. Because I don't know who flew this thing and said, yes, this is excellent. This is such an absolute pain. And now I'm just... why? Why do you do this? Why are you such a piece of junk? I want to like you, Sky Crane, but you don't help yourself. I'm gonna be honest. And now the stupid cables are just endlessly freaking out.
Perfectly aligned. Can't secure the payload if you're not steady. Helmet spot on.
Hey, there are people down here. You almost hit someone.
Well...
You're really gonna hit someone if you keep doing that.
I hate this thing. I hate it so absolutely much. My least favorite thing in the entire sim is this piece of garbage, man. So needless to say, if you're wanting to learn helicopters, fly this first. Just kidding, don't fly it at all. Because you just try to get a little left tail rotor to quit it from spinning to the right, and it's just... oh, goodness.
Perfectly aligned. Maintain steady hover.
Every time I'm in a steady hover, the helicopter's like, oh, you want to shake all over the place?
If you're not steady. Hold position. Hello, spot on. Maintain steady hover. Perfectly aligned. Maintain steady hover.
Why is the cable swinging back and forth? Like, why is it even doing that?
Can't
Why?
secure the payload if you're not steady.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, spot on. Maintain steady hover.
Get a hand cramp trying to fly this thing, I swear. It's just so unstable. It's horrendously unstable.
If you're not steady.
Asobo, you need to come through and do something with this horrendous thing. It's so bad. It's so absolutely horrendous.
Perfectly aligned. Can't secure the payload if you're not steady. Perfectly aligned. Maintain steady hover. Hello, spot
Quit
on.
swinging around, you piece of junk cable. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh Jesus, man, this thing is just. Oh, yeah, now we're just gonna... Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Just decides to just... Didn't even hit anything with the power. That was awesome. Thank you for that. Great helicopter. Just incredible. Best helicopter in the sim right here. Well, good news is, nothing's changed with Sim Update 4 regarding this helicopter, so we know that now.
Perfectly aligned. Load secure and balanced. Ready for liftoff. Nice. Duty call. See you around.
Okay, it has nothing to do... I love how you can see me do something with a helicopter perfectly fine, and then we go to a thing that's absolutely been broken since release, but oh, you need to find the reference point. You need to do that. It has nothing to do with it. Trust me, fly this helicopter yourself and you'll see how fantastic it is. Has nothing to do with anything. The helicopter just changes power on its own. It reacts just randomly on everything else. It has nothing to do with whatever you want to do with it. Because the helicopter does not care what you want to do with the thing.
With this hello. Don't worry, Nav. We'll treat you right, won't we, Captain? Yeah, I know. I call it Nav. It's like it's alive.
I mean, goodness gracious. It's only like I've spent a lot of time in this helicopter throughout the past year. Goodness.
Lots of new faces down there. Hopefully, they are prepared. If not, we could be in trouble.
Hello? Oh, I see it. At least this, with this part, it just magnetizes to the thing, and then you're still fighting everything, so we'll see how that goes.
The cargo is unhooked, and the team retreated. You're clear to depart and land.
I've been in a cloud this whole time. I don't care. Just get me out of this mission. Please, don't overstress the aircraft. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just bring it back.
What happened to Jessica? She's so upset.
I guess it's part of the job with the pressure and all. But it's gonna be okay. They've all been working together for ages.
True, it won't last. Unfortunately, we were here and not in Charlotte's situation.
We'll be hearing all about it again, I guess.
You bet.
Whiskey Alpha 7
Hey,
for
Jordan,
traffic.
any clue where the
November
cars
8,
disappeared?
1954.
We were set
6
for a
miles
poker
west,
last time, but I couldn't
1600
find them at the
inbound to
canteen.
land. Runway 12.
Honestly,
Whiskey
don't
Alpha
ask me.
74.
You know I'm
What is this conversation going on? I heard poker. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's done. Can't believe that went by so fast.
even worse than me.
Don't have to touch this thing again forever until it gets fixed or updated or anything else.
elaborate on that someday.
Glad to be done with that. Just the worst thing in this entire sim is this sky crane. Not a single thing about it is enjoyable in the slightest.
Sylvia, have you tried the new coffee
And
machine?
Patrick, thank you for another gifted membership to Sush. Very nice.
From today, tease my best
Very
friend.
much appreciate it.
I'm totally with you.
Get this on the ground and be done with it.
Oh, and my brother borrowed my car yesterday. Can you give me a lift? Sure thing. We're planning to toast to my mother's birthday. Care to join us? I would have loved to, but I promised to cook tonight. Give her a kiss for me, okay?
Well, I don't remember ever hearing any of this dialogue before. What in the world? Okay. Heavy and super heavy cargo are not available. You can use the A330, I believe, for... I don't know if you can use it for anything at the moment. I think it's just available to purchase, but I don't think it has any missions for it. At least not cargo, of course. Maybe passenger transport, but... still waiting on that. Which makes sense, because you have to do the certification, of course, for the heavy airliner stuff, so... But, I mean, if you have the money for it, you just want it ready to go for when those missions arrive, you have that as an option. Yeah. Get me out of this thing. Oh, okay. You know what? Don't really care. I've already had like 8 million different performance things out of this, so this will be a nice tank to my reputation, I'm sure. But as long as this mission's done, I am happy.
This mission won't go in your greatest hit scrapbook, NA1954. Next time.
Oh, this is probably one of the helicopters that is a pain on stopping as well. Oh. Powered lift air, the eVTOL stuff should come out with heavy and super heavy cargo. At least I would imagine so. Well, that's my sky crane flight for the year, folks. Oh, still had great cargo integrity, though. Surprisingly. Oh, I'm glad that's over with. Some helicopters do not work with the rotor brake. Some of them you have to spam it in order for it to go, because if you just hit it once, it'll just kind of spin endlessly. Perfect. So now we've finished all that stuff off. We can of course buy skydiving, whatever. Again, don't care about any of that stuff. I never purchase it personally. If I do go into aerial construction, I use the... Should be able to get the Chinook as well. But I don't waste money on that stupid piece of junk right there. I can guarantee that. Oh my. Sweet. Now I need to fly a real helicopter that doesn't suck here. Hey Mark, doing great, hopefully you are as well. Yeah, actual VIP missions, not the private charter ones. So if you get a PC-12, PC-24 Citation, or the lovely King Airs, you'll be making a great amount of money out of those missions. You should earn one free skydive at least. Absolutely, Patrick. What's messed up for you, Taco? So easy to fly compared to the single rotors? Aw, man, I don't really have any... too much trouble with anything else, except the Sky Crane. The Sky Crane just sucks. Just poorly made. Hi, helicopter. I needed to fly you for a little bit after that experience. Always need a nice little fun segment after flying the sky crane. Oh, the stream's almost over, James. I just wanted to kind of wrap up here. Fly the Chinook around a little bit. Nope, no flight stick, no mouse, no keyboard. All my gameplay is 100% controller. With the gyroscope, I have zero interest in buying a flight stick or any flight peripheral. And we'll find a nice place to land and then wrap it on up from there. But hopefully you enjoyed this career-focused stream. I know there were a few that were always asking about career content, so I thought I'd kind of line up a lot of those gold missions, the first ones to unlock the possibility of opening those careers, and I think it turned out to be a very nice stream here. And then again, hopefully tomorrow, private charter missions will properly be showing up again. I'm still not sure why that even happened there. Ooh. We're shifting back here. I don't want to do that. Can I actually... I don't know where it is, but... I'm assuming it's somewhere up here regarding cargo hook. I don't see anything for a cargo door here. So we'll just do it from outside then. There we go. And the Chinook, you hit it once and the rotor brake actually properly does what it needs to, unlike the Sky Crane where you need to repeatedly hit it over and over again in order for it to fully spin down. And Maxie! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the 5 extra gifted memberships for Witherspoon, Sean, Random, Anakin. Fleur-de-lis. So thank you so much, Maxie, and thank you also to the other lovely folks who were kind enough to super chat or become members or gift memberships. So thank you to Diecast, Patrick, James, Maxie, and FMJ. Very much appreciate everybody supporting the channel. If you were just here chatting, even if you were just here not chatting, very much appreciate the continued support you show the channel. I'm glad you enjoy or continue to enjoy the content as well. So next stream, we will be going to probably do a community stream. We'll see. Hopefully this week we can dive into Sim Update 5's beta. Now that we're done with all the holidays, things can get back into action. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from that. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I will talk to you guys next time.